Hey, yo, what's good? It's your boy Wings.
And Dunn.
Hey, and this is the Fly 5 with Take Flight. First headline show in Sydney, yeah? First headline show in Sydney, but you've been around for a long minute. Yeah, been a long minute. Is there one standout fan moment that's ever had you stand back and just go, fuck, this is why I do this shit. This is why I love this shit?
I'd say, look, after I did my Sunny Coast show, man, which wasn't too long ago, it was crazy. I think I had probably 5 different people that got me to sign their arm that within a week or so were getting my name tattooed on them, you know what I mean? Which is for me is crazy. Like I'm a dad from Tassie, you know what I mean? As much as I do this, like it's my side hustle. So I think that was a really big moment for me to see that, you know, my music means so much to someone that they get my name tattooed on them. So.
Bouncing off that then, the craziest thing then is the portrait of you that I seen the other day, bro.
Yeah.
Going from signatures then to your own face on someone's body, how was it seeing that? And how did they get you down there to add your own little piece of ink? And talk us through that one.
So the boys at shout out Ink Slave Tattoo, shout out the boys at Ink Slave Tattoo. So they've done a lot of my tattoos. They're good mates of mine. And one of the dudes, Brando, hit me up and he's like, bro, there's this dude who's going to get an Aussie hip hop leg sleeve pretty soon. He's like, he's going to get you on it. And I was like, oh, true. And he's like, let's surprise him. Come on in when he's getting it done and, you know, we'll get some photos and all that. And yeah, I went in there and this young fella was getting my face tattooed on his leg and they ended up let me chuck some gloves on and I chucked just a little bit of ink in there. I'm by no means a tattooist, but yeah, another crazy moment, man, for sure.
Bro, fan love is crazy. When they're getting your face tattooed on you, that's like another level of dedication. You got a huge catalogue of songs.
Yeah.
Spans over, what, 10, 15 more?
15 years? Probably 15 years of releasing. But I mean, I'm 39, bro. I've been rapping since I was like 14, so that's like, it's fucking 25 years.
You have been doing it, bro.
Yeah.
This is a hard question, I know, but is there one standout song that you could pick that means the most to you for a story reason, I guess, and why?
I'd say Lucky Man off my last album, Anthems. It's really a song. It's about, you know, all the struggles I've been through that at the end of the day, like I feel so lucky. I've got my beautiful daughter. I've got, you know, beautiful family and friends around me. And it just, you know, there's even times in my life where at the moment, you know, things might get a bit much, a bit stressful, and I'll listen to that song, I'll look at the film clip, and it just reminds me, like, nah, it's all good. I've got a good life, and yeah, it's something also a bit of a gift to my daughter as well for her to take with her because I really wrote that song for her. So yeah,
that's beautiful, bro. Hey, bouncing off that, then this is perfect. I seen you post a picture up. I don't know if there's a video too of you and your daughter on stage doing your thing together, man, whenever that was. Can you talk me through that moment, getting her up there, and even just with your daughter, bro, how she's maybe affected or impacted the kind of songs that you write?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I guess in the way she's affected it, you know, like people can listen to my music from, say, you know, 10 years ago my daughter was born. So from then, before that, like I definitely wasn't on the same tip I was on now. You know, there was a lot of, I reckon, fairly like irresponsible music that I was making, never thinking about the example I was setting or anything like that, where it's just been, you know, constantly I'm reminded that, you know, my daughter listens to my stuff. She looks up to me, you know, not only as a dad, but just as a person in her life, you know what I mean? So I constantly wanted to be setting that example for her for when she's old enough to listen to all my tracks and perhaps listen to the stuff from a long time ago, that she can see that I've balanced it out a bit. And even though I've got maybe some bad shit from back then that I've got, you know, I've definitely made up for it with the stuff that I'm making these days. But I think I started taking, she's always been quite musical. She loves singing, she plays guitar, and like, I think I took her to the studio just to have some fun a couple of times over the last few years. Every now and again I'll take her in the studio, not to like put music out that she can release or anything, but just to get her in there and just have a bit of a crack with it. And then it was, I think January this year, I had a show on down in Tassie, and I had her with me that day. It was like a couple of days before, and I'm like, oh, I'm playing this show, darling. Do you want to get up and sing Lucky Man with me? And she was like, yeah, Dada, for sure. And she was a natural, bro. Like on the lead up, she's like, you know, she's like, what do I do if I get nervous, Dada? And I'm like, you'll be right, Dada. Like, just channel that energy. As soon as you get on stage, it'll be all right. And yeah, she got on stage. She absolutely killed it. I got too nervous and like fucked up the chorus, and she's there looking at me like, dude, like,
what are you doing, Dad?
Made me look unprofessional. So yeah, and then it's been a couple of times since that she's got up, and I think she might be doing an actual proper gig with me in Tassie sometime next year that I've got to talk her mum into. So we'll see.
Let's go, bro. All of that is beautiful, man. Bro, it's great to hear. And again, this kind of bounces onto this question. It just is all led up perfectly here. But you've been doing your thing for so long that you have gone from like what bad shit you may have talked about in the past, you know, a bit more of an example these days, right? You're an OG at a rap game now, especially when it comes to Tasmania, yeah? There's a lot of new rappers popping up all over the place now. Is there a message, one message or one piece of advice, I'd say more a message than a piece of advice as such, that you could leave with any of these new rappers that you think is important to hear with how music and the world is going in 2025?
I just think, you know, you've got to be conscious of how much the kids listen to what you're saying, you know what I mean? Like, and I've been guilty of that, of releasing music that was, you know, bordering like negligent with the stuff that I'm talking about. So, you know, we have so much power as rappers, so much power. And when you get to the end of your days, you know, do you want to affect this world in a positive way or a negative way?
That's simple. That's simple. Fifth question. The top 5, bro. I'm going to need you, and it might take a second to go through it, but the top 5 bar for bar rappers in Australia. You know, you came from the battle days early on. I feel like you're in a place to talk this
bar
through.
For bar. All right, let's go. I'm going to say Wombat.
Come on.
Goes without saying, man. I remember seeing Wombat's first gigs in Tassie when he was, you know, 15, 16. And I used to say it back then, and I still say it now when I hear stuff. I'm just like, this dude, man, like crazy. And he's got so much unreleased music as well, which is dope. So
come on, Sky Sessions, Wombat.
Yes, 100%. Yeah. Also, let's go Complete. Goes without saying, Complete. And I think Complete really embodies that kind of old school, like multi-syllable way of bars. He is just the absolute pinnacle of it, and he just raps his ass off. You know what I mean? I'm sure he'd be working on some new music at the moment, and every time I hear Complete's releasing new stuff, I'm just like, let's go. Like,
he's a beast, bro.
Yeah, he's so good.
And he covers a whole range of styles and genres, I guess, within the rap title as well.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And he's been doing some big things, man. You know, not both nationally and internationally as well. So I think he's still at the beginning of his journey. You know what I mean? I think he's got a big future ahead of him for sure. Next, let's go. All right, this is someone that not everyone will know, but if you're like an old school Aussie hip hop fan, then you'll know this dude is an absolute pioneer. So Flu, aka Fluent Form. Now this dude is so good with bars, man. He's got a new release he dropped earlier this year. Like, his wordplay is something that inspires me constantly and has been inspiring me for like, you know, 10 years or so. So please check out Flu, aka Fluent Form.
2 more, brother.
Next
2 more.
we'll go, I say Nerve, bro. Nerve
shout out Nerve,
yeah,
bro.
I think Nerve is such a good rapper and so versatile as well, bro. He can do so many different styles, and he's just comfy. He's just in the pocket with it, man. Like, so yeah, and I've known Nerve since he was about, I think, 17. He came down to Tassie originally, and I met him then. And like, to see his journey and growth is, you know, I'm very proud of the dude.
Not only that, this week he's finishing his uni degree.
Oh, there you go, man. Like, what a legend.
Yeah,
what a legend, bro. You know? Okay, number 5. It's a tough one,
Last
bro.
one, bro.
This is one that probably wouldn't have been in my list, say, 12 months ago.
Okay.
But since seeing what he's been doing lately, I say Jimmy Nice, bro. Like, dude, like I probably slept on him a bit in the Spit Syndicate days, but the new stuff he's been dropping and that Take Flight session, man, his bars, bro, like top notch, man. So yeah, that's my 5, brother.
Dundee. Top 5 bar for bar rappers, yeah? There's one last thing we got to do in this new Fly 5 series, and that's the Fire Fly 5. Yes, the Fire Fly 5 with Dundee. Go to track you're listening to right now that isn't a rap record.
Ooh. I'd say probably Tyler Childers is what I've been listening to a lot at the moment. I'm leaning into a bit of more like folk and country stuff with my next release. So, and I do listen to that a fair bit, but yeah, he's someone that I listen to a fair bit that's, yeah, definitely not hip hop.
Let's go. You can only wear one shoe in one colorway for the rest of the time. Where are you going?
It's going to be Air Force Ones.
I told you,
Air Force Ones.
Everyone's going to go
They're just
Air Force Ones.
they're so good, you know what I mean?
Versatile. First person that comes to your head when you hear the word GOAT.
Ooh. Australia, let's go Cursor.
The guy himself. What about globally?
Globally, see, for me, it's Tupac, bro. I grew up in the night. You know, I'm an '80s baby. Grew up in the '90s, so Tupac was so influential on me and so huge back then. And to me, just can't be touched. I still listen to him to this day.
2025, I still feel like he has a very similar impact to people who are still finding him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, straight up, bro. Straight up.
One underrated Tasmanian artist that you can drop right now for people to go listen to.
Check out Rude Boy. Rude Boy.
Rude Boy?
Rude Boy.
One of your guys?
One of my dudes. He's been coming on tour with me a bit as well. And he's just got a very, very original sound, you know what I mean? Which is something that stands out to me a lot, is people that are doing their own thing. So, yeah, shout out my bro, Rude Boy.
Shout out Rude Boy. Lastly, you're stuck on a deserted island for 6 months. You have to only take one movie star with you, bro. Who's by your side for 6 months?
One movie star for 6 months.
They've got to be with you the entire time. So
probably just for the last man, like Will Ferrell, I reckon. You know what I mean? Like,
at least you'd be entertained the whole time.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, you wouldn't get bored. So.
Do you think he'd help you survive out there?
I don't know, but I mean, like, it's 6 months is a long time. So even if you cark it, like, if you're having a laugh in the meantime, sweet, bro. You know.
I like that one, bro. Hey, that's simple. It's Dundee. It's take flight. It's fly 5. Yeah, we are.